Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am Pronago, and I'm bringing you a 2 versus 2 cast today. It's not your typical 2 versus 2 because we actually have a couple of AI players on the bottom team, including one that seems to be going expansion first, so I'm very much looking forward to how that is going to be going. With all that said, we are on Blood Diamond, and we have some players who I don't think are in our community. Obviously, this guy seems to be, posing as the Shambler, but with like a slightly different name that doesn't begin with Sham. It's a different ER word. So obviously, we're just going to call him VeStAge's friend for the extent of the cast, because I'm not saying that on public broadcast. Come on now, who do you take me for? And yeah, we've got the green Zerg, VeStAge's friend, and VeStAGE himself is in the upper right as the Maya Blue Terran. No, it was Arrow. Maya Blue's a little bit dimmer, I guess. Whatever. And down here in the bottom right, we actually have a cute little spot here, because this is, we got green, and then we got green, and it's actually vine green here for Lard Code Liquor. I'm happy to say that one on public broadcast. And we have I Love You've, not Oov, You've, and I'm guessing Midnight Green Terran. So indeed, there is going to be an expansion first being done. I guess they're both going for relatively fast expansions. This guy did a 1 stockade expand. He hasn't even made any units out of it, so that's a pretty bold move. But, players like this, they're likely to be a little bit on the defensive side. I don't think our AIs are actually going to get punished for this anytime soon. Stockade only now coming online here for our Vine Green player. And I think it's really funny that this... I mean, I Love You is like, I need more Vespine. I'm only going to mine one guy on my gas and one guy on your gas. So he's demonstrating for us the degree to which you can actually go for things like, return resources from your allies' geyser there. I don't know why he's doing it that way. I'm guessing that the resource areas are not properly defined here for AI play on this map. It was kind of an oversight in a lot of cases, or an afterthought, I guess, in a lot of cases, whether or not AI would be properly set up. But, we'll have the ability to do that a little bit more liberally later. Like, this is obviously definitely just one base. Like, this is going to be one big base. So I don't expect I Love You to take a ministry over here. But fast 3 base from one Terran, and fast, natural into stealing his allies' gas from the other player. So already some very entertaining things. Maybe I can tighten up some of those build orders over time. And it does look like VeStAGE's friend has himself a pool, and VeStAGE himself having 3 stockades. So leading the charge when it comes to the military, but already preparing for, frontal attacks, guarding the ramps. Shows some familiarity with the maps, at least. VeStAGE's friend has almost 1,400 minerals. So I think he's just reading through every structure he could possibly make. And eventually he's going to be like, yes, I can cap this gas. But, well, VeStAGE has figured out that you can mine from the geyser straight. It doesn't look like his friend has, so we'll see how that one takes shape, as we do have some Cyprians coming up pretty soon. Another base? No way, dude. You got 15 workers, but you got almost as many bases at this point. Definitely a situation where he's going to need a little bit more money. And you can see he's like, yes, I will gather resources from all the way over there. Maybe one day he'll build a treasury in the second spot or something. But there is code for that in the AI, but I haven't seen it really fire too often. So, is there really code for that in the AI, right? Now, I believe that these players, since they played on Ranked, they would have been given the information that their opponents rolled Terran. So, interestingly to see, like, a Huracan in this anchor, I guess if he's worried about, like, either Huracans or Matadors, it would potentially come into play. But right now, it doesn't look like we're going to get any attacks from any player here for anything that's going on in that section. I really doubt that we're going to see a heavy focus on a rush or anything like that. We do have a vestry and a scrapyard, so a couple add-ons here, the easier to afford ones. This guy still has no military units, by the way, and he's going for tier 2. Okay, all right. So actually, between the 2 lower players, there are no military units at all. What a gambit. They both roll a greed build, but one of them's fast tier 2, the other's fast 4 base. I mean, he's going to have a lot of workers here pretty soon. He's actually eclipsed VeStAGE, who has the most in the top team. We do have a little bit of gas coming from this guy, but he apparently doesn't know what a right-click is, so unfortunately, I can't give him any respect because of his name, but I can definitely say, yeah, there you go. He figured it out. All right. Not too terrible. I think he even like double right-clicked, which actually just resets the active mining, so it makes it take longer. So Still no military units coming, but the Atlas is done, and a third base on the way for Isle of Youve. I'm not sure that they're going to really pose much of a threat. I mean, there is no move out, another expansion for Lard Code Liquor, because that's what he does. So they're basically just being trolled by these AIs, I think. Okay, a Palladium on the way. We got a Blackjack coming, boys. Finally, a couple military units. Maverick, Huracan, Blackjack, Cyclops. Okay, we're in business. Now, this guy still hasn't gotten the memo. He's like, I need more ministries, actually. I need more ministries and more workers, and he's going to start eclipsing the opponent, surely. Atlas. Okay, now he can start making combat units if he really wants to. A Starpad was made by Isle of Youve, and he is making a Wraith out of it. So we'll get a couple of units mixed out here, mixed in to the composition. Of course, the military count way higher for VeStAgE. He does have a natural, but no mining at it just yet, and is making a Vestry add-on. Zerg's sort of looking around to see what he can do, but I think VeStAGE's friend is mostly just going to be on the... Well, he's actually going for an expansion. He's got 3,000 minerals, so he'll take the low ground, it looks like. However, there's already a little bit of heckling that could happen. No way, dude. Oh my god, the Wraith is here from downtown to heckle the worker. No way. Oh, VeStAGE's friend, change your username. Ahmed comes to add insult to injury. And now he's being heckled. Well, he is sending another worker very quickly, so I will commend him for that. Do we have any combat units coming from the other way? Yes. Lard Code Liquor is making a single Cyclops. He's making some Fulcrums, a Starpad. Oh yeah, he's springing into action now, baby, with his almost 2,000 gas. You just know he's gonna rush to tier 3 here. This actually looks like the one Stockade Mass Expand build almost reminds me of this old build we had way back in the day before a lot of the tech tree changes for Terran were fully finalized, where the build is called the Dawn. It's a reference to Don Svetlio. A shout out Don Svetlio one time. He's not with our community anymore, but haven't seen him or heard from him in a long time. Hope he's doing all right. The build that he would do in free-for-alls is basically turtle to tier 3 off of like 2 bases or whatever, and obviously the AI doesn't stick to just 2 bases in this case, but does go straight for like mass tier 3 air, Minotaurs, our battlecruiser equivalent. So this is some entertainment here, because we're all just kind of waiting with bated breath. Like the AI in Cosmonarchy is notorious for having like hit or miss builds when it comes to the greed builds. They typically avoid the greed builds when it comes to the what do you call it, the 1v1 stuff. You typically won't get that. If the map configuration is correct, it sort of blacklists that kind of thing. Still no expansion for VeStAGE's friend, but he is going for a double upgrade like on everything, so all of his tech nodes are being upgraded. We do have a Sentinel coming up here pretty soon, so some static defense has been assembled over here for our Midnight Green, Terran, I Love You, adding a captaincy to finally leverage his tier 2. Lard Code Liquor got tier 2 later than him, but it has a captaincy already, and multiple Starpads being added as well. So this first attack wave is obviously not that much, not too significant. I guess the Phalanx could be kind of annoying. Oh, it's in attack range of the Anchor, so maybe it won't be that annoying, actually. But it has a lot of health, right? This is on release, so the Phalanx buff has not yet occurred. I love that it targets a different Anchor, too, just like trying to pull more units down, but yeah. A couple of Vultures from Lard Code Liquor as well, joining up with I Love You, trying to heckle the hatch as it's being made, but the Maverick's stimmed down. This could either like end really unceremoniously at some point if like the real tier 2 stuff starts to come out, because a lot of captaincies have been made. We are getting some Wraiths added, not really too worried about that, I feel like, but they got 3 Wraiths there. And yeah, I mean, it looks like the Cyclops are being added. You got Valkyries coming out for anti-air, just in case, extra captaincies being made. Yeah, he's still got a lot of gas in the bank. I'm waiting for him to brick all of his production for a moment, just so that he can be like, I need a Daedala, because he's got the gas for it. Both players have the gas for it, actually. But right now, they're actually making combat units. Their armies together are probably capable of taking out some of the formations that we have here. Maybe not on the defensive side, but definitely in the sense of like, okay, well, we can at the very least have... oh, nice, a reservoir. They're capping the gas. Yeah, we could definitely see these players be like, okay, I'm gonna go for some defensive breaking positions if we consolidated everything together. But instead, we actually have Valkyries soaring overhead just to be cinematic and cool looking, Wraith gets revealed. The Cyclops doing a number on those Mavericks, but it does look like reinforcements are going to be necessary in order to keep Lard Code Liquor safe. Some Zerg actually reinforcing VeStAGE's friend, trying to come to his assistance while the rest of the units attack up from up high and high, now that they have vision of that. Now, at the same time as this attack is occurring and they're trying to tear down that ministry, there is a small bit of flummoxing happening over here, but the Ultra Cores are hatching, so realistically that shouldn't be too big of a deal. You have a small sortie of Cyclops moving to the left-hand side while this ministry is desperately defended, including by Madcaps. Tier 2 infantry starting to add in. One of the Ultra Cores is already down at about half HP. Oh, it's going down. It's going down hard, as well as the left-hand side flank. Somehow, one of those Ultra Cores did go down. Now, the AI doesn't know to just sort of step on top of the lake is, but somehow they defend this base on the right-hand side, and there are no defenses onto that Ulgord Cavern. It's being focused down by this small ragtag group of whatever the hell is going on there. So we're going to need to get to see some help here, please. Help here, VeStAge's friend requires assistance right now. He did send that attack wave to you. He's not unburrowing the lake is, and, well, it looks like VeStAge is just like, yeah, buddy, I got you, hold on. But not until after the Ulgord goes down. So that's an expensive loss. I guess he can afford a new one, but, you know, he'd rather have a little bit less downtime on his production. Oh, if you're not careful, this could even be a costly clear, but it looks like the clerics are going to help out enough, and yeah, that was it. Just a slow reaction time there from VeStAge, his buddy, almost losing the Shroud. Yeah, that could have gotten real bad. But it did not. It did not. VeStAge even has a Mason over here. He could repair the hatch if he wanted to. And look at this. I love you taking the base on the top left. They're trying to flank their opponents. It's glorious to see more captaincies being added. Guildhall for I Love You and Guildhall for Lard Code. He's actually got two, so that's a bug. You're really only supposed to make one because the second one is just a redundancy at that point. But whatever. He's rich, okay? He can afford it. He's also adding another ministry somewhere. Oh, no, that's I Love You. Never mind. And so waypointing a little bit of an attack wave. They're amassing onto the left-hand side. This is a bait, you know? Oh, he kills the Shroud. That's kind of bad. Apostle over here to try to go for a reclamation, but yeah, VeStAge is going to have to scramble into action here because the Lakers are moving forward a little bit, leapfrogged a little bit, but just enough to make it so that this attack will... Dude, they're going to be so bamboozled. They're going to be like, damn, dude, they got a small group of units over here. Help. And then this attack wave's going to hit or activate, right? Oh, the Mason ends up going down trying to build an anchor on the front line. I Love You, just doing his best. Got the Phalanxes shellacking the Bio Ball. Eey! And then there's the Magical Deployment just to add a little bit more DPS downrange. Zets are going to come out clean up, so that's good. They should be able to power forward and clear these Phalanx. Some reinforcements come up to make that maybe a little bit harder than they would like, but now you lost vision on that guy. Can they scramble some kind of defense? I still don't see a Daedala anywhere, but I Love You as a quarry down, so he's making Talos. Man's working on all kinds of things. Triple captaincy being added for Lardcode Liquor. I guess yeah, make more guild halls, please. I need more. And this attack wave is continuing. Now starting to come in, steal some Zats, and oh, the Huracan's going right for the VeStAge's Phalanx. I don't know if that's going to work out for him. Yeah, that's a full wipe there. Now, he's got a lot of units, but they're very busy, okay? I can't quite help you out, buddy. I'm trying to hold my front gate from the attack from Lardcode Liquor. Dude, that guy's scary. He wants to go into the reverse engineering ASM dump and start slurping, but we've got Lardcode Liquor's stealing workers from the VeStAge's friend. I almost said his name. And look at that! I Love You've got him too! Give me those workers! Give me those workers! I'm gonna start harvesting resources with him. I can't believe it, but VeStAge's friend has been eliminated, and it's not looking too good. This ministry's gonna blow up, by the way. That's hilarious. They'll just rebuild it. It's fine. VeStAge's trying to best a 1v2 now, but... And Anseal's hovering over his head. He's losing the workers in the main base. Well, I guess we found the end. We found the end of this particular 2 versus 2 AI cast. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching Terrans do ridiculously greedy builds. And if VeStAge or his friends see this, I hope they enjoy knowing that they could have just sent their first couple military units out to defeat them. I will try to be... I'm going to schedule some time soon to make the AI better. So VeStAge and his friend might want to start off in 2v1 land, you know? And to that end, there actually is a 2v1 AI that I want to cast at some point soon as well. So stay tuned for that on the channel, and let me know in the comments below if you actually like these versus AI games. But VeStAge's friend's tapping out, and I think VeStAge's as well. Overwhelmed. GG. They're just prepping and training for Terran 03 Desperate Alliance, a 1v. Well, I guess it's just a scenario mission, right? It's a campaign mission. Sovereign Saga, remaking the original Starcraft campaign. Just hit the donor section. If you want to donate $12 a month or more on our coffee page, you'll get access to that. But more importantly, more to the point, we got a lot coming down the pike for 1v1 events and stuff. Occasionally, we're going to be getting into that like potential area for a free-for-all tourney and things like that before Acropolis season really starts heating up. So yeah, if you're interested in that kind of thing, you can head on over to our Discord or Fluxer servers, and we'll see you guys for the next Cosmonarchy cast. GG.